Rudyards. How's it going? I'm David Gonzalez. So I've been coming to these open mics here for a little bit, especially like coming to Rudyards, but kind of curious, what the hell are these people doing here? It's kind of shocking. I kind of walked in, didn't know what's going on, which is good. I'm glad you're here and all, but I guess you're wondering why I'm saying that. Just because last week, I'm comic number 42, so I've been doing this. Last week, there wasn't all these people here at that one. I was expected to come into a room that's completely empty, so this is good. I'm glad you guys came out. But since I've been doing this comedy thing, I've been doing the open mics here for a little bit, and I've been going around to different places, and I've started, since I've been on stage telling jokes to people, to strangers, I've told people I know that it's time to start referring to me as a comedian. So I told them it's now your son, the comedian, it's your brother, the comedian, that guy sleeping on the park bench, the comedian, so I'm paying my dues. I need that title. So since I'm doing comedy, the other day I was like, when in Rome, so I'm new at this, so I was like, maybe I'll smoke some weed, that seems to be what comedians do, that's something they do. So I went online and went to YouTube and I searched, how to roll a blunt video, because I don't know how to do it, and I was expecting videos that were like 3 to 5 minutes long, but I came across one that was 32 minutes long, so I had to watch it, like what's going on in this, how long does it take to roll a blunt? So I click on it and I watch it, and of course it's 3 to 5 minutes, guy rolls a blunt, but then it's like stupid shit. The guy starts like watching cartoons, eats a bowl of cereal. I think he fell asleep, started drooling on him, he's nodding off, And I couldn't help but think, like, I don't know who's more pathetic, the fact that Smoke Dog 3420 forgot he was recording, or that I watched the whole fucking video. Like, criticizing, like, look at this guy. Wants the whole thing, like, clicked on related videos, like, he's into golf, that's interesting. I gotta get on with my day. So I got into comedy. One of the big influence when I was younger, I got to watch a lot of, because I couldn't drive yet, I was at the stage in between, and I watched a lot of Def Comedy Jam. So I watched a lot of really great comedians come through, like Bernie Mac, Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, all these people. And I couldn't help, one of the lessons I took away from that, is seeing these great comedians. One thing I will always hold with me and remember is that apparently you can put lines of credit and bills in your children's name. Like, I know, shocker to white people, like, what? You can? Like, everyone's running to the door to get a new Visa account. But yeah, so, which is funny because later on in life, I got a job in collections, ended up calling my son. It's an interesting conversation. Like, hey, is Billy there? And because he's an elusive fuck, he doesn't want to pay his bill. And he gets on the phone, he's like, Dad? I'm like, not today, Billy. Not today. Today I'm Mr. MasterCard, and we're going to take care of that outstanding balance you got. So I'm going to need you to run and grab that check from Nana and sign it over as soon as possible. Because I was good at my job. That's why I'm here. So, with that being said, now for some relationship advice. Since I know what I'm doing here. Anyway, if you're ever in a relationship and you recently just quit your job and you're laying in bed with your then, fiance, now ex-fiance, if you're ever in bed laying there and you just quit your job, one show you shouldn't watch is Ninja Warrior. And I'll tell you why. I know you probably think that's really weird. But basically, if you haven't seen this show, it's basically all these fit people doing these amazing feats on this jungle gym or something. Ninja stuff. They're doing ninja stuff, basically. So they're flipping around, they're all fit and everything. And which is fine, but then I'm sitting there, just quit my job, next to your fiance, things are tense. And of course, it's the interview part. So you pick the guy who had the worst case scenario, he had 2 parents die in a plane crash, he overcame a meth addiction, and now he volunteers with autistic orphans. So I'm sitting there, and my fiance turns to me, and I'm like, I don't like spreadsheets. Yeah, I don't like Excel. It can't be. My hand cramps up when I'm on the computer. So, yeah. While you're watching that show. So I'm new to Houston, and I just moved from Florida. So I was thinking, maybe I'll move to a state where I don't necessarily have to know Spanish to get by. Maybe a red state, like Texas. That's perfect. Which is fun, Texas is really cool. Like, I think about that saying, like, everything's bigger in Texas, which isn't true. Everything's pretty much the same size. But it's just here in Houston, everything's just really spread out, right? Like, it's so big. The city is big. Everything's really spread out, especially if you have to go across town, downtown, to get somewhere. I actually have a job interview on Wednesday. Guess when I have to get ready to go to that? Guess when I have to get ready? Yesterday. I'm on my way to that fucking job interview right now. Thought I'd stop in and try to make you guys laugh a little bit. So the other day, I was on online, and I had a friend. He posted a comment. He's like, he was out in Hawaii, and he's like, man, Hawaii is really weird. There's no black people in Hawaii. And I was like, yeah. Why do you think they call it paradise? Thank you. David Gonzalez, everybody, what a man.